All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Common Man Bets podcast. With me, we've got John Latt and Caitlin, aka Lance Slots. I am Zack, and so first of all, today we've got a very exciting announcement. John Latt, take us away.
All right, so I hinted at the end of the episode last time was that we're going to start a ESPN Common Man March Madness bracket. So we've kind of got all the details done. It has been created. I'll tweet that out at the end of this podcast so that it'll be out there on our Twitters. I'll have the boys also tweet it from them. But we're starting a March Madness bracket on ESPN. It's called the Common Man Pod. It's $5 to enter, one bracket, winner take all. So that way ESPN can do it, take care of all the points. It's a private group, so you'll have to message one of us or email us, whatever. It'll be on our Twitters and all that good stuff. Text us if you have our numbers. That way, just so random people won't get in and they win and we have no idea who they are and try to take all the money. But it'll be $5. And then you can either PayPal or Venmo me, which that'll all be given out whenever you decide to join up.
Just a little something for the boys there. It's if you're in the inner circle here, not necessarily the inner circle, but if you're a common man and you want to join this, it's about respect. It's not about the money. It's about respect.
You know what they say? Built by the common man, for the common man.
Yeah. Brick by brick, baby.
I like it. Speaking of for the common man, we have a new common man, and his name is Nipples.
Shout out Nipples.
Safety Jake got a new dog, which is, I'm assuming, why he's not on tonight, because he's taking care of said new dog, who is quote unquote scared of everything, as the common man is. So we got, what's his actual name?
He named it Jack, Black Jack.
Yeah.
Jack for short.
Jack.
Yak.
So Jack and Jake, they will hopefully join us for the second pod. Also, sorry to everybody that listens to this that we did not get a pod over the weekend. Been kind of a crazy weekend. But we'll kind of get back into it where we left off on last Monday, kind of get into some championship stuff, and then we'll do some Twitter news. But first, let's talk about anything crazy happened over the week. That anybody hit anything crazy or anything, or should we just get straight into the championship stuff?
I just want to say one thing. Okay. First time in 3 years that I bet against the Mountaineers. And I'm not going to lie, I've had a rough go here this season. It's been WVU money line all year, and that's out of principle. And I thought to myself, maybe we need to switch things up here. Just for senior night. I mean, you got all the guys. You got Taz, you got Sean, Gabo Saboyan, our guy. I know Polycap, just full freaking lineup there, WVU. And out of principle, I bet TCU money line was on the golf course with Safety Jake and our guy Craig. And just out of principle, put the coin on TCU money line, get the boys a win. And I'm not gonna lie, I delivered because WVU came out, won that game. Good for the seniors. I know they've had a rough year, and people talk a lot of junk on these guys, and myself included, frustrated, whatever. These guys play hard. They really do. Can't complain about that. So I did it for the people. TCU money line. WVU obviously wins at home. Senior night. Love to see it. Don't care. That's it needed to be done.
I would like to point this out right now that I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. I said, hey, WVU, they're going to get into the NCAA tournament with an 11 seed and make it with an 11 play-in game and then make it to the Sweet 16. I mean, they're in prize. I mean, off of a win into the Big 12 tournament, they're going to win the Big 12 tournament, get an 11 seed playing game, go to the Sweet 16.
Here's what I got to say. If out of all the better W teams that have been high seeds, or I guess you would say low seeds in this Big 12 tournament, and we've come up so short in the championship games to teams like Kansas and Baylor and Iowa State, and all these games we should have won. If this is the team coming from being, what is it, the 9th seed or the 10th seed?
We are the last. We are the last.
We are the last.
The last. If they somehow climb to the championship and win it, being a 10th seed, I'm going to go berserk. I might just drop out of school completely. I mean, that'd be one of the, and just come and drive straight down to Morgantown on championship Sunday just to party, because nobody's going to worker class on that Monday.
No,
that'd be electric.
Many couches burning down many streets.
Morgantown would be set ablaze if that would ever happen, especially coming from the 10 seed.
Oh, that would be ridiculous. I mean, what are they, plus 13,000?
It's something ridiculous. I think it's what it ended up being, was plus 13,000.
I think I saw a bet slip today out of one of our guys there, one of our regulars, Sammy. I think I saw a $2 bet to win like 150 or so there to win the Big 12. So
yeah,
stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
I mean, it's possible. I think it's possible. I mean, we need a lot of things go right, but I think it's possible.
And I'll say this is, if we're on WVU, and I just want to slide this in here because I don't want to talk about NCAA baseball too much. I've been kind of hit or miss betting on it. I do it once in a while. Take the WVU baseball unders because their pitching staff is solid. I've kind of done some research, talked to a few people, got some inside information there. WVU baseball's pitching staff this year is pretty solid. So don't be afraid to hit their unders moving forward. Just saying. Continue on.
You love to see it.
Insider information for the common man.
That is.
Yeah, just don't be afraid to hit those unders early with them. They got decent pitching staff. So
I'll tell you what.
Keep an eye on that.
The only thing that I've been keeping up with in college baseball so far, besides W baseball, see if they, on the days they play, if they win or not, but it's Tommy Tanks out of NC State, the freshman. I think at one point he had like 9 home runs through like 9 games or something like that. It was something just unbelievable. Dude's electric. Wolfpack, Pac-9.
Yeah, Pac-9. Pac-9's been a wagon here for like 2 years. Got some culture building there. If you look at the futures, they're pretty high, which I don't like just because I want the value there just to hand. But I'm telling you, Pac-9, Tommy Dinger's there. Don't be afraid to just start following the college baseball scene. See what you like, see what you don't like. Kind of, dip the toes in the water.
I like it. All right. It's March, baby. And we've got championship weekend coming up. And then we've got Selection Sunday. What are people thinking for this coming week? Is there anything that people are looking for? Who's got which conference right now? I've already forgot.
I think I have Big 12, and I think I have Mountain West.
Okay. So who are your predictions out of those?
So out of the Big 12 right now, honestly, I think it's going to be out of the Big 12 right now, I think Kansas will end up winning it. I don't think Baylor or Texas Tech really have, I'm not going to say they don't have a shot, but I just think they're the more complete team. I mean, once Remy Martin gets fully healthy, I mean, he's an electric basketball player. David McCormick is unbelievable, big man, and I just don't think anybody can stop him in the Big 12.
Yeah.
And I think Bill Self, he's a pro's pro. He's been here a lot of times, and I think they get it done. On the Mountain West side, this one's my favorite because some really good teams here. You can get some really good value on the UNLV Rebels coming up as a 5 seed, or you go with the hot hand and just go with Colorado State. Colorado State has just been dominant all year.
Yeah. I have them tonight. Oh, wait, never mind. Not Colorado State, Cleveland State. My bad.
Cleveland State.
My bad.
Come on, man. You're ruining the conference.
Sorry.
But yeah.
Dude, same colors. It's tough. It's tough to keep track of here.
It's tough. But I think Colorado State and I think Kansas get it done this week for their conference tournaments. But, Boise State, they're a tough 1 seed. Shout out to the Broncos. I'll never forget the night with the Broncos, betting on the Broncos at Jake's apartment with Lance. So, and I like just to go through and try to make a run to get a bubble team bid, because Jordan Cape, I'd like to see him do well because he's actually getting to play a lot more and actually learning how to shoot the ball, which is good for him. Something that I wish he would have done more WVU, but I'm glad he's finally finding his swagger. So good for him.
All right, so I had my conferences were the A10. I'm sticking with Davidson. Davidson, clearly the best team in that conference. Stick with Davidson. Davidson's going to win that conference. I have not looked at the futures bet on that because I don't think they have one as far as who's going to win that tournament. But Davidson easily wins that tournament. Neutral venue. They can shoot, good guards, good bit. That's a lock. Davidson. And then I also had the SEC. So the SEC is interesting. And I have a feeling here with the SEC. I got a little something here. I got a little something. We're digging a little bit here. We're digging. Don't forget about Nate Oates and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Team's got a lot of talent. If you look at the standings, Alabama's right in the mix with South Carolina, Mississippi State, Florida, mid to low pack there as far as that conference goes. And I think Alabama's got talent. Not a great pick there, but not a bad idea to throw some coin on that if you're interested in SEC basketball. But I do think Kentucky wins that conference outright. Just pure athleticism. They got guys coming back. Calipari's a seasoned coach. It seems like Auburn, Tennessee, Arkansas, LSU, they still seem fresh on that scene. And it seems like Kentucky, if they play well, can just go ahead and take control of that conference. So I'm gonna take Kentucky. I know that sounds. I'm taking Kentucky and Davidson, which sounds stupid because I'm taking the top dogs in both conferences. But I just don't be afraid to sprinkle on Alabama. People are high on LSU, and I like LSU. LSU they're studs across the board there, but their guy, Xavier Pinson, the point guard, leader, floor general, he's been hurt all year. And people were saying, oh, he's back to 100%. I watched Xavier Pinson play. He is not half the player he was, not even in Missouri. I watched him play in the Big 12 SEC Challenge at WVU. Xavier Pinson was the best player on the floor. I was there with Machine. Shout out Machine.
Machine.
It was 2 years ago. And I gave Xavier Pinson a follow on Instagram because I was like, that dude right there is different. And he ended up at LSU. He has a serious knee injury, not an NBA guy, so he's gutting it out. And everybody's like, Xavier's back. They're back. Great team, but listen to this: 15-2 at home. They're 2-8 on the road. Okay, neutral venue. LSU, not the team you want to pick in this tournament. Same thing with Arkansas. I got a bad feeling about Arkansas in this tournament. You gotta be able to shoot the ball. I'm not sure if Arkansas can do that. Same thing with Tennessee. I think Kentucky can just bully ball through this tournament. I don't think any SEC team is going to play well, Auburn included. I know they're big.
Neutral site. I think that was the big point.
Yeah, it's neutral site. I know that's what you got to factor in with these conference tournament. That's why I picked Davidson. Davidson far and away the favorite there on the neutral site. So I know that's not probably the excitement and what the people wanted. But Davidson, A10, Kentucky, SEC. Those are my picks there. So
here's the one good thing I like about Lance's Kentucky pick. Kentucky right now, the 3 seed. Tennessee 2, and Auburn number 1. So if you look at the bracket, what Kentucky has, they have the winner of Alabama, so Georgia and Vanderbilt play, and then they play Alabama, and then Kentucky gets the winner. I mean, who's to say Vanderbilt doesn't come on a winning spree, take out Georgia and Alabama, and then Kentucky just has to knock off Vanderbilt, and they get kind of a more of a rester game. A lot of things are going to happen.
There's some teams there in the middle of the pack, a la Alabama, Florida, and South Carolina. Hell, Mississippi State. There's some teams there that can compete, and you got a team like Tennessee, which you say you got the 2 spot. They're 16-0 at home.
Yeah,
I just don't see that translating to tournament play. I just don't see it. Obviously, I could be wrong, but
I think there's going to be huge in like the major. So in the SEC, Big Ten, and the Big 12 tournaments, I think there's going to be huge shakeups. I don't think the number 1 seed in any conference is going to win. Is going to win easily.
Hate Auburn to win the SEC. Hate that.
I think Kentucky's
good team, but hate that.
Yeah.
What you got a conference pick there, Zach?
Yeah, I got the Summit League, and I have the Big Ten, and I think for the Summit League, I'm gonna be super boring. So we got South Dakota playing South Dakota State right now. South Dakota State is rolling them right now, and I think that's gonna stay. I don't know if I tweeted. I don't think I did, but I texted it that I think South Dakota State was going to cover tonight, and then I think North Dakota State's going to cover against. I think they're -1 or something like that against Oral Roberts. I think they're going to win because it's in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. So I think it's going to be North Dakota State versus South Dakota State in the championship. I think South Dakota State's going to win. I think they're the better team. But I think North Dakota State's going to put up a big fight. So I think it's going to be like a 3-4 point game down to the wire with South Dakota State kind of edging them out at the end. So because I think it's a hop, skip, and a jump over from Brookings. So I think that's going to be the big thing. But I could definitely see North Dakota State beating South Dakota State in the championship. But I think my official pick is going to be South Dakota State. So for that one, and then Big Ten, I got to go with Wisconsin.
Dude, this not to interrupt, but this Big Ten tournament
it's going to be amazing.
I'm telling you, second round, this is must-watch TV.
So I was just pulling up the bracket because I wanted to see it again. It's going to be crazy.
It's must-watch TV. It's reminiscent of the Big East tournament back in the day.
Yeah.
It really is.
So I think Wisconsin's got a good lie here. I think they get the winner of Michigan State and Maryland. But I think, I think Iowa has a great spot. They're the 5 seed. So they play the winner of the 2 worst seeds of Nebraska and Northwestern. I think they can roll both of those teams. And then if Iowa rolls those teams, their next game is against Rutgers, who we've seen all season is garbage on the road. They're just awful on the road.
You do not want to play Rutgers.
I think
it's neutral site. Yeah. You don't need to go on the road.
Yeah. Other than a few games, I think Rutgers is garbage on the road. They'd always have a big win at home and then just get crushed on the road. I think Iowa would murder them on the road, or like neutral site.
Rutgers does play well at home, obviously in the RAC, and they have beat Rutgers has beat a lot of good teams this year.
They have.
So you're playing with fire there, but
I think
I like it. I like where your head's at, though.
So I think if Johnny Davis, see, the only other thing is, here's the other thing. Wisconsin would have to play Purdue, which Wisconsin's beaten them twice in really close games. So I don't know if they would win a third time if they advance with each other.
Purdue hasn't beat Wisconsin. So I think it's 3 straight games going back to last year. Wisconsin's beat Purdue.
Yeah. So I think, so if Johnny Davis is completely healthy, because I know there's a little issue there at the end of the Nebraska game.
Yeah.
I think if he's 100%, I think Wisconsin goes on to win the Big Ten. If there's any question at all with him, I think Purdue. Oh, so okay. Here's how I'm gonna rank it. If Wisconsin is healthy, I think it's Wisconsin. If they are not, I think it's Iowa. And if I think as my third team would be Purdue. I haven't looked at the lines, but I think you could get some good value with Iowa there with the 5 seed. I think they got a really, really good spot in the tournament.
Big Ten tournament. Somebody's gonna make some freaking money on that. That's all. I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right.
But then you got Michigan State as the 7 seed who could win
Exactly.
because it's Tom Izzo and they always win the Big Ten championship.
Here's my thing. If Indiana beats Michigan round 1, does Michigan get in the big dance, or you put them on the bubble?
No, I think they're one of the first out.
Would they end up winning like 4 of their last 5?
Yeah.
They only they had 5 games left, won 4 of the last 5.
I think Michigan
went to Ohio State and beat someone quote unquote the best team in the Big 12. Shout out Big Acorns.
Yeah.
So what do you got? I'm looking at the bracket right now. I love the whole thing. What if Nebraska comes through and just starts steamrolling because they're quote unquote
they look good.
Hottest team in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
And again, that's that spot. Like if you can get past Iowa, I don't think Rutgers is that good. I don't think they're the 4 seed. Like if we're looking at eye test and everything like that, yeah. I don't think Rutgers is as good as their seed. Now don't be mean. I would put Ohio State higher than Rutgers. I would put also Iowa higher than Rutgers.
Yeah.
Just on the eye test.
That I agree. I think you could put Ohio State in Rutgers spot there, and those 3 teams kind of shuffle around. I definitely agree. I definitely agree there.
Here's a good one for you. What about the Big East? Has anybody thought about the Big East?
I haven't even looked at it.
I disregard it. It doesn't exist to me anymore.
It doesn't exist?
Nope.
The 1 through 5 looks pretty good, even in the back half of it too. Some good teams in there. Love to see it.
I'll take Creighton to win it all.
See, that's going to be another good tournament.
Yeah, just looking at it right now. But there's one tournament that I'm not excited for, and it's definitely the ACC and the Pac-12. I'll take them both. Not really interested in both of them.
Garbage.
Could care less about them.
Garbage.
So,
yeah.
My thing is North Carolina has been the most up and down roller coaster team of all time, and they're a 3 seed, and somehow Notre Dame is the 2 seed. Haven't watched one single Notre Dame game. So apparently they're the second best team in the ACC. So that tells you all you need to know.
That conference is hanging on to history and all that. It's garbage. ACC is garbage.
ACC is bad. I think, is Duke even a good team?
Well, they got Paulo Banchero. Paulo Banchero is legit.
Yeah.
They do have talent. North Carolina, the same thing. They got talent. Leahy Black,
but is Duke? Are they? So, is Duke a 5 seed?
Duke might be a 3 seed.
Duke's the 1 seed.
No, but I'm saying so I think they're 5th overall in the country. Are they the 5th best team in the country?
I think Duke's going to be the 1 seed. Going to be a 1.
You think so?
In the ACC,
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, in the ACC, I'm saying in the
yeah, in the tournament, I think there'll be a 1.
Overall, right now.
It might be a 1, probably through 2, 3. Yeah, something around there. But
this is one of the years where
Coach K farewell tour.
That was first round against Mercer again.
Well, here's my thing. If you look at it, so Duke's sitting right now at 7. you have Gonzaga at 1, Arizona at 2, Baylor at 3, Auburn at 4, Kentucky at 5, Kansas at 6, and Duke at 7. 4 of those teams in front of them play each other. So if they, knock each other out or, both end up losing the conference championship and Duke wins it all, they're going to waltz right past them. Gonzaga's a lock. Chalk them up as the number 1 team.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, Arizona still has to play UCLA and USC depending on who wins if they get to the finals. But Arizona has basically a cakewalk to the Pac-12 championship. So they're kind of locking down a 1 seed as well. So you're looking at 2 1 seeds left. So
I don't think Duke gets it. I think they'll be a 2, I bet. Either a 2 or 3. Because they're gonna lose. I bet they lose. They're gonna lose in one of the rounds.
I'm excited.
Coach K final year is gonna go. There's no way he wins.
People complain about the one and done and the shifting transfer portal. I'm excited. I'm excited for the
one and done is what ruined the ACC, I think.
I am excited for this tournament. I'm not saying conference tournament. I'm excited for this NCAA tournament because of the transfer portal, new rules, just everything. I'm excited to see how things turn out. I really am. I think it's going to be electric. I think there's going to be just some crazy stuff happening.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great tournament. Does anybody else want to have any other conferences they want to talk about or go into depth in earlier ones?
I think that kind of really covers all of them besides like the A10, which will be, or no, Evan hit the A10. Or no, A10 is
No, A10.
I'm thinking about the American. Sorry,
American.
You got Houston.
Houston, my pick.
Yeah, I kind of like Memphis in that tournament. Just getting hot and just getting,
Memphis might be a tough. They'll be a tough draw in the big tournament.
Freaking Amani Bates. Amani Bates was the next LeBron James 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. All right. Well, if that's all we got for the championship week stuff, let's get into Twitter news, baby. Let's get it.
All right. So interesting stuff this week. Twitter was down today. That's number 1 on our list. Twitter was down around 3:30 when I was trying to get all my tweets out, get them, everything round up. But, hopefully they got it all situated. It seems like they did. Starting off today, I love this. Calvin Ridley suspended for the whole 2022 season for gambling. And he tweets, I bet 1,500 total. I don't have a gambling problem. Series of tweets coming out from him saying like, man, it was $1,500. It's like I didn't kill anybody, basically just saying, whatever. But on March 4th, he tweeted, football is life. Hint, he is the person who set out on, I have it here, on 10/31/21 to step away from the game when he was considered to be on IR for mental health. Or does he have a gambling addiction? Who knows? And then on March 6th tweets, I learned from my L's. This is going to be a big one, pal. But the hot take is here. You have Ray Rice, who was suspended only 2 games for clearly knocking out his girlfriend in an elevator. And Calvin Ridley was only betting. He bet a 3-leg and a 5-leg and an 8-team parlay. And one of them did include the Falcons. And that's where everyone's thinking. But, I mean, if you're betting on the Falcons, I think that's your own fault. I think you should be suspended for the year, and that's what everyone thinks. But another funny twist is, too, Philly fans chiming in saying Jalen Reagor has been betting on the Eagles and tweeting at the NFL. Philly fans harassing at NFL on Twitter saying Jalen Reagor walked up to him with an envelope of cash and said Colts money line, and all these funny stuff. Philly fans, ruthless. Don't want they want Jalen Hurts in there, but they don't want Jalen Reagor. You gotta love to see it. UK and Russia are on their 3rd round of talks. Russia can suck it. NFL franchise tag has to be due tomorrow. Some teams have already put theirs out. The Orlando Brown, Steelers are trying to figure out who they want to do, but the salary cap has just been increased to $208.2 million per team, up $25 million from last year. Gas prices are up to $4. Buy my local place, $4.39. Unbelievable. Hate to see it. Shout out Gas Buddy. No free shout outs. Download Gas Buddy. You can put up to see what gas prices are going to be besides you. No free shout outs. All right, let's keep it rolling. Tone Diggs under fire on Twitter for saying that he would give up
Diggs.
he would give up 3 first-round draft picks for Aaron Rodgers, and he included those draft picks as who was it? It was Devin Bush, Edmonds, and somebody else, and they were just bombarding him saying, why those 3? Why not like Cameron Hayward, TJ Watt, Minka Fitzpatrick, all that. Tone Diggs getting bodied. Pooh Shiesty appears in an alleged jail photo. No idea who he is, but apparently he's a rapper, and what a name if your name is Pooh Shiesty. Bengals are still mad at the kicker for watching the halftime show. Still mad. We're almost a month out from the Super Bowl. They're still mad. Von Miller traded from the Broncos to the Rams, won the Super Bowl, and is hinting a possible reunion back in Denver because Aaron Rodgers is the Broncos are the number 1 landing spot for him. Brittany Griner was arrested over the weekend in Russia for alleged cartridges in her bag that was found in her bag. Shout out Wolfpack Wrestling, 4 straight. Wolfpack, love to see it. Next, MLB, one of the softest leagues I've ever seen, are going to ban shifts because players are complaining about them shifting to their strong side. Just headed at the opposite direction, buddy. You're getting paid millions of dollars to play baseball. Unbelievable. Here's the other one. Possible larger bases, soft. Pitch clock, soft. MLB, downhill. You'll never see me watch another game if all these come into play.
Wait, is that MLB or is that the players saying they want to do this?
It's getting agreed. It's getting agreed by both players and MLB. They're deciding on they're voting on it, and the players have agreed to the MLB's proposals to banning shifts for the 2020, I think it's 2023 season, along with larger bases and a pitch clock, and they're trying to get robot umpires in there by the 23 season.
That's like saying you can't double team on a freaking pick and roll or something.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah. So MLB down. All right.
Just
W football player St. McLeod stabbed over the weekend in Morgantown. Watch your backs, lock your doors, hide your kids. Next, a box of human heads was lost in Denver as it was stolen out of a parked freight truck outside the airport. That one was pretty cool. And Mr. Kraft, shout out Robert Kraft, old dirtbag, engaged again to his 47-year-old fiance. And lastly, I wish he was here. It would put a big grin on his face, but it's more of a Facebook news. 6 years ago today, a common man got his first collegiate start and win. Shout out Slammy. Round of applause. Let's give it a clap. Shout out Slammy. Saw it on Facebook. His dad tagged him on it, 6 years ago today. Pot State. Shout out Pot State. Righty on the mound. Love to see it.
JUCO, what am I trying to say here? JUCO
League.
No, JUCO Dynasty. JUCO
Dynasty.
Pot State. Shout out Pot State.
Shout out Pot State.
If I may add, I got golf picks.
Oh.
Yeah.
We got 4 minutes.
You got 3 minutes.
Players Championship, the 5th major. Okay. This ain't about glory. This ain't about nothing. This is the 5th major. Okay. 5th major. Players Championship, legendary venue. A lot of greats have won here. It just means more at the Players Championship. I got 3 picks for you. I got Patrick Cantlay, the serial killer, okay, in the best way possible.
The ice
killer.
He's like Dexter. He's a nice serial killer.
Dexter on the golf course. Patrick Cantlay hasn't been playing great, but I'm gonna take him. Guy's a serial killer. Plus 2,000. I like him at this course. Steady Eddie. He's going to get it around. He's going to be there on Sunday. Trust me. Xander Schauffele. Okay. Xander Schauffele, a guy I really have been frustrated with over the past few years. Xander Schauffele plus 2,500. No questions asked. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me how. Xander Schauffele plus 2,500. Daniel Berger. Okay. Daniel Berger plus 2,500. Brooks Koepka also plus 2,500. I'll opt in for Daniel Berger. Guy wants it. He's pissed off. He choked. You know what I mean? This guy, he's an athlete. He's a fighter. You know what I mean? He blew it. That's adding fuel to the fire. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he played well at the Players. One of the years that I watched, I'll take Daniel Berger plus 3,500. I'm going with just those three guys. If I do a pick later this week, I'll put it on the Common Man Instagram story. But I'm going with Cantlay, Xander, and Berger. Just to sprinkle 3 picks. Heavy load on the serial killer Cantlay there. Again, in the best way possible. Thoughts, Reed? Any thoughts there?
I'm gonna have to look into it, but I do like Patty Ice. Patty Ice is a stone cold killer. Hopefully he can pick it up. But someone not to sleep on this past winter, Scotty Scheffler. He's been making some noise. You never want to throw out Rory. Rory's due for one. I keep on saying it. I thought he was going to do it this past week to just get that monkey off his back. Never count out Rory. And also, never count out Hideki. Hideki will put his Strixon glasses on, have no idea what's going on underneath there, and he'll just play. And then also for a long shot, I don't know what his odds are, but Colin Morikawa. Love it. This guy always comes to play in big matches.
So I didn't take Colin Morikawa because
we got less than a minute.
I know that people in this group here might take Colin Morikawa out
of principle. All right. Well, that's all the time we got for today. Thanks for the golf picks, and we will see you later in the week.
Jacksonville money line tomorrow.
Enjoy everything, and happy gambling, everybody.
Jacksonville money line.